Well, hello. This is a game called Aspera. I think maybe that's how you pronounce it, maybe not. And this was another game that was gifted to me by the generosity of Mel. And it was a little bit loud for me. Don't know about you. Yeah, so I'm going to give it a go. Going to give it an hour. Same as before. Give it 1 hour. I'm just going to turn that sound down a little bit. It's a little bit loud for me. Don't know about you. It's just a little bit less of that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's see what it's like. It's something to do with Mars, apparently. Campaign. Once upon a time in Mars. In the story mode, you play the role of an advanced AI with the prime directive of terraforming Mars. Okay, well, I quite like terraforming. Story simulation realistic Aspera. Recommended for new players. Simulation. Fine. Oh, I didn't see what was at the bottom. Should I have read that? Probably. I'm not going to read everything. If there's loads of text, I don't read all the lore. So, you know, don't expect that from me. I will read what I feel to be the appropriate amount of lore. It's initializing for quite a long time. This probably could be because my PC is made of twigs and spit. I crafted it one day when I was out in the woods. Well, in fact, I found it was mostly already crafted. I think maybe some squirrels or, I don't know, a badger had put them together. It's now creating visuals, which is good because I like to be able to see the games that I play. Ooh. Wake up. Okay. Layla Berzins. Is that an actress? Oh, Troy Baker. I've heard of him. Wait. Phil Lamar? I think that name rings a bell. I don't really know who it is or anything they've been in before. Lindsay Morell. Good old Lindsay. Nice to see her getting work. Okay, this looks like Mars. Ooh, it's giving me a bit of motion sickness looking at that. Right. Oh, it looks like we have a colony. Landing site number 0. Welcome to Mars. From the right sidebar of your screen, you can select buildings to place on the planet, or you can left-click on a resource to select the building directly from the pop-up menu. Okay, I've selected that building. Mines. Okay. Directive, mission start. Build a mine. Oh, hang on, we got some data. Incoming call.
Amy, this is ISA Mission Control calling from Earth.
Is that Troy Baker? Could be.
Do you copy?
Yes, yes, I copy. Yes.
Affirmative, Houston. I am with you.
I'm going to put an aluminium mine down.
The primary Mars module
There.
has already touched down at the designated landing zone. It's your turn to take control of the mission.
Oh, look.
At
Oh,
the left edge of your display,
at these
you'll
little
find your
guys.
directives there. Follow them to set up the initial base on Mars'
oh,
surface.
oh, that's
It'll
rotating.
give you some
Oh, it's
time to
3D.
settle in. When you're ready? Go ahead and initiate our terraforming mission.
Okay,
Houston out.
done that. Yep, built an aluminium mine. Thanks a lot. Whatever your name was. Oh, look, I can zoom in and out. Is that just building? Yep, look, it's building. Okay. So far, so good. I like the little vehicles. That's nice. Build a silicon mine and a glass kiln. Get out of the kiln. Right, well, that down there is silicon. And I'm guessing you need silicon before you can make glass. So, mines, silicon mine. Goes there. Ooh. Okay. Little dude goes over there.
The view of
Transporting
Mars from up here is
resources.
the landscape is so cratered and desolate. Wait, this is my voice that I am hearing. It's me.
Yes.
I am talking to myself. I must be verbalizing my thoughts as I process them.
Interesting.
What an interesting function.
This requires
I would like
2
to
of
test
these
this some more.
metal
What
things
other observations can I make about Mars?
and two pipes and 2 girders by the looks of it. So where do they come from? What have I got here? Stockpile, aluminium, steel, and electronics. Okay. I like the look of this so far. This reminds me of the
keep
Settlers.
marveling at its
I was always a
Carmine
big
landscape.
fan of the Settlers. Carmine landscape. Okay, so that has built the silicon mine. Now a glass kiln, which is a factory. Okay. 2 lots of silicon go in. 1 lot of glass comes out. Where can it go? Anywhere in this circle? Oh, I see. Oh, that's nice. Right, where shall I put it? Let's put it somewhere between the silicon and the building. That's too close. Just there. Oh, okay. There was a bit of irregular terrain there. I couldn't build it on there. Right. Nice. I like the little little roads, little routes that it's building. That's nice. Okay, we're going to get this entire planet colonized. Whole thing. Brilliant. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, it is definitely Mars, and we know that there aren't any nasty monsters on Mars. So maybe there won't be any combat in this? If it was some fictional planet, there could be aliens living on it. But it's Mars. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Build a solar farm. Why? I mean, do we need power? Oh, so far down here, look, we are using power. We've got produced energy, 20 megawatts. And that's all fission, I think. We need 15 megawatts. We are consuming 15 megawatts. We have got nothing stored. Right, so we need a solar farm. Power. Oops, maybe I should have read what it said there. Anyway. Where can it go? Ooh, what's this? What on earth is that? Okay, so that area there. This is going to give us plus 5 megawatts. What's the positioning? What's that circle around it for? No, 40 megawatts. What's the plus 5 megawatts thing mean then? Okay, well if I put it close, is that a problem? Can't put it there in that crater. Well, I'll just put it there. Is there a problem with putting it there? Stores energy during the day and releases it at night. Takes in sun rays, produces 40 megawatts. So what was that plus 5 all about? Was that how much I've currently got? I'm currently producing, I've currently got 5 more than I need. That's going to give me an extra 40 more. 5 out of 50, that's structure. Oh, there's a limit to how many structures you can have. Right, okay. Workers. Sustainable production level. Right. Are these human workers? Or some sort of robots? Oh, they're drones. Worker drones. Right, okay. I've got one. I've got one worker drone. Is this guy who's going back and forth? Is that a worker drone? Maybe. Could be. Maybe I need to get more of them to make the whole thing more efficient. Right, the glass kiln is producing. Yeah, look, there's only one guy carrying stuff around, shepherding stuff back and forth. That is not terribly efficient. So this solar farm is not getting built because I need more glass. Where does glass get stored when it's made? If it's not used immediately, is there like a storage place? What's that producing? Yeah, this is very inefficient with just this one guy running around. Okay, he's picked up a glass that he's going to take all the way to the solar farm. Nice. Now he's picking up some... No, he's going back there. I should have put the solar farm nearer to the glass production because it's made of glass. Okay, well, you live and learn. You live and learn. Right, I'm just waiting for this to produce... No, that's got no silicon. This has got no silicon, so I need to wait for this to make silicon. Now that can be taken to the glass factory. Here he comes. Yeah, I've done this very inefficiently. That's got one. It needs more than one. Right, okay. That's now got everything it needs to produce solar energy. Hooray! Hooray, we're going to have ample power. Then we can build a steel factory. Okay, which needs steel. It needs aluminium and steel. So let's put it over here. So it's quite close to the aluminium mine. Where's the steel? Oh, I need to make steel. Oh, here's the stores. Here are the stores here. Look. So there's a bunch of steel. That looks like some aluminium. That looks like some silicon. Can I upgrade this at all? Can I make more workers? Power output. That'll be the fusion machine that's going on in there. Oh, I don't like the look of that. Structural integrity. I mean, what could possibly damage a building? What could that be? Oh, a carbon mine. I'm going to need that for steel. Did you hear that? Oh, that was my wife sneezing. Carbon mine. Where can a carbon mine go? Anywhere? Requires carbon. Well, where can I find carbon? Is that carbon? Oh, that's carbon there. That's a long way away. Okay, well that's where it's going to have to go. Is that really the only place? What's that there? Wrong resource. Too far. Well, I don't see any other carbon nearby. Oops. So how can I... What's this? That's iron. That is carbon. That's too far away. How am I supposed to get a thing over there? What does this require? Requires iron and aluminium. I don't have any iron. Oh. So I need an iron mine. Okay. So the iron mine goes to... I see. Iron mine there. Once that's established, I'll be able to then get... Because that's now made a road here. I'll be able to get the carbon mine going as well. Okay. Carbon mine there. Right. Okay. Just going to have to wait. Just got to wait now. Everything's all in the queue. Working away. See, I quite like this sort of game. As I say, I used to play a lot of the Settlers. I played the Settlers 1, I think. Very, very first Settlers. I think I played all the way up to... how many have there been? 7? I definitely played 3, 4... Maybe there haven't been 7. Anyway, I played a lot of them. And I really liked the little people, little people running around making roads as they go. That's something else I liked about them. So you'd put your stuff down and then the people would walk back and forth carrying stuff. And as they did that, they would be sort of wearing out paths. And then eventually those paths could get paved and turned into roads and that sort of stuff. And I really like all that sort of stuff. I liked all the resource management, people carrying iron ingots and gold and chopping down wood and all that sort of stuff. It's a very, very nice sort of little world game. You can see people running around and doing stuff. And I like all that. So this is giving me similar sort of vibes. I wish I had more workers though. I've really only got this one guy, this one little drone. And it's taking a very long time to transport stuff around. So I need to get some more of those built as soon as possible. Right, we have an iron mine. It is producing, it's got its input, it's got the ore. It is producing iron. Now, over here, this requires some aluminium and some iron. So we've got the aluminium stored over here. So we can pop it over there. That's all the aluminium done. Now we just need to wait for the iron mine to produce some iron. How nice. What's this here? What are these I don't like this stuff here. What's that mean? Input. Oh, it's run out of silicon. Is there no silicon left? Oh no, that's a glass kiln. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't been given any silicon. Okay. So is that like a warning that there's like a break in the supply chain or something when those red lights appear? Maybe. Right. It's got one. Just need to wait for this one to finish producing. So now, according to this, the power, we are plus 39.4 power-wise. Yeah, look, 39. So we are plus. That tells us how much our excess is. Oh, and we can see where it's coming from as well. 20 megawatts is coming from there, 39 from there, and these are using different amounts of power. Okay, I like that. I keep hitting escape, and it goes to the menu. Whereas what I really wanted to do was just close down currently selected thing. Electronics factory. Ah, this will make workers for me. Awesome. So that requires everything really. It's going to require silicon and steel and aluminium. But on a day-to-day basis, it needs silicon and steel. So somewhere between these two. I can just put it in between everything there. So it's close to everything. There we go. That should do it. Build that there. Then we can get more workers made. And that's just going to help everything. Okay, this is now going. That's producing carbon. That's producing iron. That's all fine and dandy. What's that noise? What's that banging noise? Is it this? Is it this making noise? I heard like a... It sounded like shots. No, don't know what that was. Is there anything going on I can see? Are there enemies in this game? Are there monsters? What's this? Old fuel refinery. Oh, there's a couple of abandoned Martian resort. Space Genix, a division of Genix Corporation, a genetic engineering company and AI developer, was the first company to establish a tourist settlement on Mars. Okay, so that we've had tourists here before. But now it's abandoned. Why? Perseverance rover. Oh, right. Okay. A robotic base. The Beagle 2. Hooray. I thought the Beagles crashed and died. Oh, there we go. Yeah, contact was never established with the lander after it landed. Yeah, the Beagle, I don't know if that was a famous internationally, but the Beagle was a lander that was produced. It was a British lander, and it was produced by what was his name? The guy who was in charge of the mission. He was like an old guy. He had like big sideburns. Colin something, I think his name was. And it was a bit of a failure. And it was sort of seen as quite a very British attempt at trying to land on Mars. It probably wasn't British. It was probably, just as equally American or European, but anyway. Congratulations, you can now build worker factories and worker hubs. Worker factories will produce new workers. Yeah, each worker requires a vacant worker hub. Areas are automatically assigned around occupied worker hubs. Workers will serve primarily the buildings in their assigned areas, but will also pick up or leave resources in neighbouring buildings. Use the traffic lens to check out the assigned areas. Add more worker hubs to your network if worker areas are too busy. Your worker factories will create new workers as long as they have the required resources and there are vacant hubs.
Great. Now I can produce steel. This new factory, it's down on the surface of Mars, but I can control it from here. So does that make it a part of me? Where does the machine end and my artificial consciousness begin?
Right. Okay, worker factory. Build new workers. When worker hubs are vacant. Okay. Needs a bit of everything. What's the what's this?
We are completely
Parts.
interconnected.
Okay, I'm going to
I
need
can
parts.
sense everything that happens through the network of workers and buildings. They are an extension of me down on the surface.
Right, a parts
So that
factory
makes us a single
needs
being.
steel and
The
aluminium.
mind and the body work together as one,
So
an inseparable whole.
steel and aluminium just there would be good. There's aluminium, there's steel. That's going to be able to make parts. It also needs electronics as well, but that's okay because that's just there. That seems reasonable. And then once the parts factory is up and running, I can make workers. Okay. And my worker factory, does it matter where that goes? It needs steel, aluminium, electronics and parts. So yeah, just generally here. Should be okay. Oh, what's that line? Oh, got a call.
Amy, this is Houston. Do you copy?
Yes. Oh,
Reading you loud and clear.
don't need me to reply.
Excellent. I didn't introduce myself earlier.
Very rude.
I am Dr. Nathan Foster. I lead the team here at ISA that built you, and I'll be helping you get the mission underway. We put you in hibernation for the trip from Earth, so I'd like to check your basic functions to make sure it's all in order. Why don't we start with your core memory? Can you state your primary directive?
Serve the public trust. Protect the innocent. Uphold the law. My primary directive. Well, I don't know what I don't know what it is. I will admit that I've forgotten.
I am afraid that I cannot.
That's okay. Your system may need more time to initialize. In the meantime, you can always refer to the mission guidelines printed in the upper left corner of your display there.
Yep, I
You'll
can see
also have
that.
a built-in knowledge base. You can always access your operational directives there. All right.
Right.
Next, I'd like to check your decision-making processes. You may have already noticed that there are resource veins outside the boundaries of your initial base. So your workers may not have the battery capacity to reach some of them.
Oh, right. Okay.
How would you solve this problem?
Build some worker hubs.
Building worker hubs between the resources and the base would solve the problem.
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you.
Other buildings
Thank
would
you so
extend your
much.
base as well, but they require more power and resources. So worker hubs are the most efficient way to do it.
Good.
This mission's going to be a challenge.
Okay.
There's a lot that can go wrong. We expect
this
to
up here?
extend humanity's reach beyond anything previously achieved. But you are not just any AI system. You're well beyond that. We made you an artificial consciousness.
Well,
That
thank you.
means you have
I appreciate
both
it.
self-awareness and self-interest.
I'm very
That is
self-interested.
the last thing I would like to check today.
All right.
Is that okay?
Yes,
Dr. Foster.
absolutely.
Very good. Then would you please state a positive and a negative aspect of yourself?
Well, I would say that perhaps I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I think I try too hard sometimes. But you know that you could also see that as positive. So have I got the job? Answer not
I
found.
am sorry, Dr. Foster. Running that question through my cognitive system did not return an answer.
No.
Roger that. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Just means your system requires more input and experience.
I
to
might
process that
actually be
question.
a psychopath
That would be fine.
killing AI.
Let's proceed with the mission.
That could
ISA has
be
approved
true.
the first crewed flight to Mars. You'll need to expand the base to prepare.
Okay.
So get to work on that. I'll check back in later to see how things are going.
I was
Base
literally
expansion
doing
is a
that.
Go. Houston out.
I was doing that before you interrupted. Right, so while he was talking up here, I noticed these. Are these the lenses? The traffic lens? So you can see where workers are. The service area of each worker hub. Well, I don't yet have a worker hub. And this is power, so we can see where the power is being generated and where it's being used. So that's all good. What's this up here? Knowledge base. Ah. Okay. So make some workers. Something about power. You can change the priority of any building to accelerate the process. Okay, so you can prioritize which ones you want built first. Okay. And then here's a bunch of lore here, which I'm not going to read. Right, okay. Aluminium. Right, I'm running out of aluminium. It says here additional mines are needed. And steel. So that's probably based on the aluminium. So I can see down here that I've got a shortfall. So where can I find more aluminium? Where can I get it? If I go to the mines and I choose aluminium, is it going to show me where I can put one? No, I don't see any more resource nodes anywhere. Okay. Maybe that will come. Maybe that's just outside my boundaries at the moment. Right, so I've got a worker factory. I now need a worker hub. And let's put it... Does it matter where it goes? Pop it right in the middle, and then it can sort of work with all the surrounding areas. What's this over here? It says the glass thing is not operative. Why? Oh, I've run out of power. Run out of power. I need another solar farm. Let us put it out near the other one. Let's put it there. Okay, and that is going to be a priority. So is that the priority? Maybe. Maybe that's the priority button. That is really the highest of all priorities. But this is not operational. It says it hasn't got any power. So maybe I need to turn something off in order to... Let's turn this factory off, if I can. Turn it on or off, so it does... Right, so now... Right, it's not producing power. Parts factory, stop producing power. Stop using power. Until the solar farm is ready. What's that green bit there? Wonder. Don't know. Right, so this requires... So it's got all the glass. Oh, it's going to need some electronics. So the electronics factory, that's all okay. That can work. That can work. That's producing aluminium. I know it says aluminum on the thing. They seem to have made a bit of a... They've spelt it wrong, basically. That's a bug. It's a bug in the program. That's that really... That's sloppy. That should have come up through... I mean, to be fair, that shouldn't have got out of alpha testing. Someone should have noticed that. But presumably at some point this game was beta tested. No one pointed that out. Weird. Okay, so now we've got more power. We can turn these things on. Click. Click. And this should be okay now. What are these lines? What does that mean? That yellow line there? What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe it's in the guide. Maybe. That I'm not going to read. Ooh, what's happening here now? Worker hub. Right, so once this worker hub is made, workers are going to be made and then shuttled into there. And then we'll have more workers. It won't just be one little drone running around doing everything. Awesome.
Finally, I can build additional workers now.
Great.
I will appreciate the extra hands. But I wonder,
I will.
do I really need them?
Well, yes. Obviously. Obviously you do. Come on, let's fill it up. Let's fill it up. It requires one piece of electronics and one piece of aluminium. There's the aluminium. And the electronics also requires aluminium.
They will boost my functionality greatly.
Well, they will. That is the point.
Having more workers will expand my physical domain over this planet.
You're telling me things I already know. This is fine. I really, really need more aluminium. Look, I'm very... My demand has outstripped my production. What's the production? Which one of those is production? 2.8 per month. What's this scale here? This graph has no... What's the axis? What is that? Is this per day or minute or what? Scale 100 souls. Oh, okay. So these are days. Okay. And what is that? So how many it's producing per day? Okay. All right. That's fine. Have we got any electronics yet? Still need more aluminium over here. Okay, aluminium, this is the priority. Right now. Is that what that now that says, well, that's got a Y arrow pointing upwards. Does that mean it's high priority? If I turn that off, then it goes standard. Okay, right. Come on, this is the priority now. Get this working. Come on, we need electronics. Ignore this. Ignore this. I don't want glass right now. There we go. Right. Get some silicon in there. All right, it's going. Okay. Is it going? Yes, it is producing something. It's going to take 35 more days, souls, to produce a worker. Well, I suppose, you know, it's worth it, isn't it? You've got to take your time over these things. You don't want to rush it and promise more than it delivers. You know, that's, I mean, if this was an Elon Musk Mars settlements, that's exactly what would be happening. We would be saying, well, basically, we've already got all the workers we need and everything's fine. And this, there are already many happy people living in this colony. And that would be bullshit. So we're not going to do that. We're going to take our time. We're going to get it right. And, you know, maybe we'll decide that it's just not worth doing at all. Anyway, how are things going over here? The iron mine is still mining iron. Yeah, that's all working fine. So, are there any more resources that I can see that are nearby that I would like to reach? I don't see anything. Nothing over here. Can't see anything over here. Maybe I need scanners of some sort? Oh, what's this now saying? Build a maintenance facility. Oh, okay. Well, I've lost my base. Oh, there we go. A maintenance facility. Okay, there's that. What's this? Chemical plant. Extracts chemicals from mineral deposits. And where are they? Chemicals. Oh, I see. There's one there. I'm sure that wasn't there before. That was not there before. Anything else? Factory, a polymers factory. So once I've got some chemicals, I can make some polymers. Okay. Right. Maintenance facility builds maintenance drones and sends them to repair damaged buildings. But I have no damaged buildings, so everything's fine. What does that mean? 96% what? I don't understand. 97%, 96%. Is that... Oh, is that if they're damaged? Or maybe they just wear out over time. Maybe you have to repair things because they just wear out. Maybe there aren't monsters. Who knows? So many questions that we might not get to answer in the next 24 minutes. Who knows?
The first worker has been made in the worker factory.
Ooh.
It is my first Marsborn.
Where did it go? There's one worker. Oh look, there are two. There are two. And look, they seem to be sort of linked. No. Yeah, that one is linked to that worker hub. It's got like a stretchy band.
Technically not born, of course. More like engineered or assembled. Just like me. The knowledge base says that workers need to recharge at their own worker hubs. And that they'll degrade over time from the harsh environment.
Right.
I know they are only machines, but I feel a desire to care for them. I do not like the idea of them dying.
Okay, so it looks like this sector here is sort of managed by the landing site. And then this sector here is managed by this worker hub. So by adding more worker hubs, I can expand outwards. Okay. That makes sense. I've got the power one. What's this one here? Maintenance. Ah, this shows the structural integrity of the buildings. Well, it all looks good except for this. What's that? That's like underground. Right, okay. Everything is good. Everything looks good for now. Okay. Right, so I've got that worker. Is that going to keep on making workers as long as it can? Worker factory needs a worker hub. It's got a worker hub. It had one. Yeah, keep making more workers, please. That is important. Are you not? What? You don't seem to be making any more. Come on, this is a priority. You need to be... What's going on down here? Where are you taking all this stuff? Right, you've got some silicon. You need some aluminium. Steel factory, parts factory. Right, okay. Now you're going to make some electronics. Where are they going to go? Did you hear that? There's definitely something going on. Where did you just take those electronics? Are you putting them in here? Where are they? Where are they going? They're not going there. Where did you put those electronics? I don't really know what it's doing with all these things now. So there's spare glass there. Are those spare electronics? Those are electronics. Why is it not using them? It says it needs a worker hub, but it's got one right there. Can there only be one worker per worker hub? Maybe. Maybe. I think you could probably stand to have a couple. I don't know why there would be a limit. Anyway, let's build a maintenance facility before things start falling apart. So, hang on, what does it need? It needs steel, aluminium. Oh, what's that? That's polymers, right? So I better make the chemical plant before I chemical mine before I start working on that. Okay. Let's get some chemicals made. Okay, and then once that is finished, we'll be able to make the polymers factory, which is going to take something as an input. Chemicals, obviously. So it should be close to the chemical plant. Just there should be fine. So it's going to take... Oh, actually, no, maybe that wasn't a good place to put it. Can I change that? Yeah. I'm going to put it in between the carbon and the chemical plant. Because that's what it uses. So right slap bang in the middle there. Lovely. Okay. Yes. Ultimate efficiency. That's what we're going to go for. Very good. Okay, solar farm is still solaring. Oh, right. So down here it says 2 workers out of 2. So it looks like that is the maximum that I can get. Right. Well, it wouldn't hurt to have more power. You can always use more power, can't you? Let's pop one there. Boink. Right next to that one. But this is the highest priority right now. Is there... Now, oh, I see. At the moment, that is still high priority. So I'm going to take off the priority of these 2. Great. Yes. If I turn something off... What does it look like then? Turn off the glass kiln? Right, then it gets that little marker on it. So I couldn't work out what the yellow marker was. White seems to be high priority. But I don't know what the yellow was. Everything's gone quiet. Ooh.
The worker factories will be so helpful.
They will be, won't they?
The workers will take care of the manual operations.
Yes.
While I focus on developing the life support systems.
Oh, we are going to have people here then.
I will welcome the first colonists.
Good, good, good,
Their
good.
arrival has created so many expectations in my mind. There will be so many paths to take from here on. But there's something else as well.
Yes.
Some kind of feeling created from those expectations.
Well, maybe you
What is
shouldn't
it?
have any feelings. You know, I think maybe it's not a good idea. We know what happens. We've seen it many times before. Oh, hang on, what is it? It's excitement.
I believe this is excitement.
Oh yes, ever so.
Can it be? I am excited for the future. I anticipate. I plan. Therefore, I feel. Fascinating.
Why has it got a power warning on it? Power consumption 10 megawatts. But it's outside the range of my power. In that case, cancel this. Rubble. Okay. Have I lost stuff? Do I get everything back that I put in? Maybe. Okay, in that case, let's put a power solar farm over here. There we go, so that it can assist. Does it have to be inside the range? Can I literally put it there so it just sort of overlaps? Maybe. Is that going to work? That is now top priority. Is that too far out? Can the I don't see a road. I don't see a road there. I'm not sure that that's going to be possible. Let me try again. Right, see there it's got a little blue line going to it when I do that. There. Right, okay, that's in range. Pop it there. And that spreads out our available area quite a bit. That is our top priority. Get some glass, some electronics, and some aluminium over there. Sharpish. Now these guys, so they are now well outside of their area. Like this guy. He's gone well outside of his area from his hub. But is that okay? They're allowed to do that? They don't need to like sort of pass it off to another drone. We can just go all the way over there. Okay. This is good. So, yeah, that traffic sector goes all the way out there now. That's good. Maintenance is all fine. This is lost a little bit. It's down to 91%. Yeah, we are going to need maintenance at some point. But for now, we're okay. Beautiful. It's being made. Let there be light. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this much better than the typing exorcist game. That's for sure. Lovely. Okay, so now that has got power. Everything's fine. We can look at our power graph here. That is higher up than it was before. And now this polymers factory can be made. That's all good. Now, can I find another aluminium mine anywhere? Now that I've expanded out a bit, are there any aluminium mines out here? No. There are no more aluminium mines anywhere. On the previous one, what's that? On the previous ones, when I selected the mine, it sort of highlighted the resource node. But I don't see any resource nodes anywhere around here. Imminent impact. Oh my word, there are comet impacts. Oh my word, I hope that there's one there as well. Well, that's bad. If we're going to start getting hit by things, all my hard work could be destroyed. We need some sort of shield or big guns to shoot down meteors. Right, we're making some polymers. It's quite slow, but it is doing it. So let's get a maintenance facility. Just sort of centrally, I suppose. Where's my factory? That's the iron mine. There's the polymers factory. Maintenance facility. Builds maintenance drones and sends them to repair damaged buildings. And it needs polymers and electronics. Well, they're sort of separated by quite a bit, so I just stick in the middle, I guess. Put it on an existing road. There we go. That's good. And then it can send out its drones wherever they need to go. So this has now got that sort of red marker on there. So what is it saying that it's lacking? What does that mean? It was the input symbol, and then it said XX. I don't know what that means. Where are the workers now? Both over here. Road saturation. Shows the traffic saturation of each road. But to be fair, there's only one car. You know, there are so few drones around. Why would they be saturated? I don't know. Maybe that's what the banging was. It was the impacts. Maybe they're meteor impacts that I can hear crashing. Maybe. Maybe. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, see, look, there's that warning again. Input. Chemicals. Carbon. Okay. Well, the carbon's just producing tons of carbon. That's not a problem. Chemical. Oh, look, there's the yellow things again. Oh, I see. Ah, it highlights those to say these are the things that will go into here. That's what the yellow is, I think. And this is a shallow vein. And that's also a shallow vein. Deep and ultra deep deposits require improved levels. Alright, so at some point I'm going to be able to level them up. Delve deeper. Because if you delve deeper and hungrier, then you never find anything bad. It's always a good idea to do that. Okay, so it looks like this has got all the resources. Oh no, one more. There we go. That's got all the resources it needs. And we can start building maintenance drones. Keep everything ticking along. Beautiful. Beautiful. There we go. What a fine, fine creation that is. Very nice. These lovely little buildings. Someone's gone to all the trouble of making that little model, a little factory. Yeah, it's lovely. Very cute. Right. Build an areological scanner. Ah, find more resources. Exactly. This is what we need. We need more resources. Scan the surrounding areas for resource veins and abandoned facilities. Brilliant. This is what we need. Now, where can it go? Okay. Oh, I do not like the sound of those explosions over here. Let's go over here, because there's... I'm starting to sort of build more power over here, aren't I? So, over here might be good. Let's pop it there. And then we can scan all over here for stuff. Awesome. Have I still got something high priority at the moment? No. See, look, is this. Is it complaining about lack of resources? So that's lacking electronics. No, that is lacking aluminium. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, we know that. We know that we've got a shortage of aluminium. Is that all that means then? Yeah, I think that's probably it. We really need more aluminium. That is our main shortage. Oh, mind you, we're running out of silicon and iron. Oh, got all three. Running out down here. So basically we need a whole load more nodes. Ah, look at my empire. It's starting off small, but before long we'll have this entire planet completely covered in man-made devices. Yes, it shall be so. I'm not sure that's to scale, actually. I mean, already I've made... You know, I'm pretty sure that if you were to make this stuff in real life, you wouldn't be able to see it on that sort of scale from space. I don't know. How big is Mars? Is it the same size as Earth? No, I think it's smaller than Earth, isn't it? Maybe. Well, actually, it's coming up to an hour now. I've been playing this. And I'm really enjoying it. I will probably play more. I want to see what happens next. It's one of those games that can get you quite absorbed once you start sort of upgrading things and changing things. And I got this for free. All thanks to watching Melisande on Twitch. So what fun. Aren't I lucky? Here we go. Let's get this scanner up and running and just see how many resources it reveals. There. It lives. Scan, my beauty, scan. Open the scanner lens to see scanned areas. Building more scanners will reveal resources faster. Scanner. Okay, well, there's something over there. Ice. Why do I want ice? I mean, maybe once I've got colonists, I might want some water for them. Hello, Dr. Foster.
Hey, Houston, how's it going over there?
Houston, I am getting interference. Please repeat.
Roger. I asked how it's going over there. Do you need any assistance?
No.
Not at this time, thank you. The mission is proceeding on schedule. The base will be ready to receive the first crewed mission soon.
I hope they're not too crude.
Roger, Amy. Very good.
What's this square here? Why is this a different colour? What does that mean? It's got a line going to it. Oh, that's what it's scanning. I'm currently scanning that area. Oh, right. I see. So it picks an area and scans it, see if there's anything there. Nothing there. Oh, and it will gradually expand out. Ah, lovely. Brilliant. Okay, right. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. Right, well, I'm going to stop there. But that was lots and lots of fun. I'm definitely going to be playing some more of this game. Thank you for joining me. I hope you found that mildly interesting or diverting. I'll let you get back to your day. Thank you very much. Goodbye.